already. Thank you, Additional. Thank you, Deji Adebo, Deli Onyibo. How? Yes. Good. So thank you very much once again for joining us tonight. We're excited to be here, and I'm sure many of you have been interacting with many members of our team. And we thank you again for joining us once again tonight. So it's a welcome event, and we are pretty much excited to be with you tonight. Just a minute, I'm putting up my slides. So if you can see my screen, you will notice a very big welcome. If you can see my screen, I'm sure you will notice a big welcome there. So so welcome to New Frontiers once again. Just a minute. Okay. So okay, here we go. So here we go.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So Mr. Akone seems to have dropped off. That will just be network. So just give us 2 to 3 minutes. He will be back on, and we'll take it up from there. Thank you.
Network. Hello, everyone. Can you still hear me, please? Apologies.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Okay, and you can see my screen as well? Can you see my screen as well?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, good, that's fine. Thank you very much. So, welcome once again, and feel free to drop your questions and comments in the chat box so that we can pick it up during the course of the program. So my name is Ayo Akinrotimi, like I previously shared, and excuse me, I'll be walking you through this welcome event this evening. What we intend to do, of course, I already welcomed you, so it's to move to talk about the CFA program and you in 2023. So how does the CFA program affect you in the year 2023? Then talk about New Frontiers Learning Center, how we've been doing this for over a decade now, and then take questions from you and conclude. Then it will be an evening, right? I hope we're fine with that. So let's just dive straight into it. I'd like to start with Abiodun Agbola, a microbiology grad who took a shot at finance and is really here, says, I had a background in microbiology and crossing into finance was a lot. New Frontiers Learning gave me the community and help to really understand the CFA curriculum and make the switch that is required from microbiology to finance. Abiodun is associate at Market Development FMDQ Group, Market Development Associate at FMDQ Group. So interestingly, not only was Abiodun a candidate at New Frontiers Learning Center, Abiodun is a faculty member at New Frontiers Learning Center right now. So this should just solve someone's problem right away. You don't need a background in finance. You don't need a background in accounting. You don't need a background in any related field necessarily to grasp the content of the CFA exams, right? We have a medical doctor on our faculty, right? That's to show you how well you are not at any disadvantage at all. That's what I'm trying to say. The CFA program is the #1 finance designation globally. Is the most respected and the most recognized financial market and investment credential globally. It's administered by the CFA Institute that's based in America. I'm sure you must have been interacting with them. If you have registered for the exams, you must have been to cfainstitute.org, checked out the resources that they have and other programs that they have for candidates. There are over about 200,000 charter holders globally right now, with a growing number currently based in Nigeria. The number is growing in Nigeria rapidly. every single year, the society in Nigeria welcomes new charter holders, and it's been on the rise in the last few years. I think the society is going to be 10 years this year, and it's been on the rise in terms of number of charter holders who have joined. It's quite a prestigious group to join. It's like an elitist society when it comes to the subject of finance, and they set the pace, right? As charter holders, you set the pace, is what it is when it comes to professionalism and integrity, preserving the integrity of the financial markets, and delivering professionally. Then the CFA charter holder is who you count on. Earning the charter requires you to pass 3 levels of the exams, so the CFA level 1, CFA level 2, and CFA level 3 exams, in addition to a 36 months of qualifying work experience. It used to be 48 months, but now it's 36 months. That's 3 years instead of 4. And pledging to adhere to the code of ethics and standards of professional conduct. The CFA program is organized into 3 levels and around a robust candidate body of knowledge. The exams usually last about 5 hours for each level. Now, the exam formats are different across levels. At level 1, multiple choice questions. That's your ABC, and you pick what's right. At level 2, there are simple episodes created alongside multiple choice questions. So there are multiple choice questions, but you are essentially responding to an episode, a scenario that has been created. We call them vignettes, right? Then there are multiple choice questions to take from that. And then at level 3, vignette supported constructed response questions, and vignette supported multiple choice questions. So there are multiple choice questions, episodes, scenarios we call vignettes that you read and you use to solve the question. You respond to by solving the questions under them. And of course, there is the one where you construct the responses, not multiple choice this time. So again, that's the different format at level 1, level 2, level 3. The topics covered, typically ethics, financial statement analysis, quantitative methods, portfolio management and wealth planning, equity, fixed income, corporate issuers, derivatives, economics, and alternative investments, right? Those are the main topic areas. If you should be in the CFA program, then definitely one of these topic areas should already jump at you as something that should be something you will be interested in, whether you have an idea about it or not. For the exam dates in 2023, the CFA exam has shifted, right? It used to be just twice a year some years ago, but now it happens several times in a year, giving students, multiple options, alongside the computer-based tests. So right now at level 1, the exam happens 4 times a year: February, May, August, November, FMAN. That typically happens all through the year. So level 1 happens all through the year. At level 2, there are only 3 exams: May, August, and November, that's MAN. And at level 3, February and August exams. So knowing these dates allows you to prepare ahead, because it allows you to know how long, typically, how long do I think I'll need to prepare for these exams, raise the necessary required resources, plan for my family, plan for workload and all that. And that's why we share this information, so that you have this firsthand and you can prepare for what works for you. New Frontiers, our story is a unique one. It's born out of a compelling desire to help ease the journey of every single CFA candidate exam, every CFA exam candidate in Nigeria and now globally, right? Because we're all over. We have candidates from all over the world right now. We are from Hong Kong, we are from Canada, we are from America, we are from everywhere. So, but what made us start this journey about 13 years ago, right now, was the desire to help ease the journey. You see, our founders went through this journey with little or no support of any kind. However, they made up their mind, committed themselves to it, and vowed to turn into reality the dream of every CFA candidate. And that's the dream of earning the prestigious CFA charter, irrespective of your background. So they've committed themselves to this for the last 13 years, saying whether you are from law, from engineering, from finance, from architecture, it wouldn't matter. We understand how to succeed. We've succeeded with Digital Honor Support. We understand the methods of doing this. And we've done this for about 3,000 professionals globally. So we've created a model that works, that can help you succeed by joining New Frontiers, to pass the CFA exams. And so after an entire decade of pursuing this vision, our market has experienced significant leaps, right? Significant leaps. I mean, and I used our market because right now, New Frontiers professionals, this needs to be updated. It's about 300,000 right now who have passed through New Frontiers Learning Center in the last 13 years, and they are all revolutionaries in various markets of the world. Our candidates are not just found in the Nigerian capital of financial markets. They are global. They are everywhere in the world, and that's without missing words at all. So our call to you today is that you join the revolutionaries and join thousands of candidates and professionals to grow your career. And as they say in our own market here, follow who know road, right? Okay, so here are our founders. You probably know some of these great folks if you work in the finance space or you've interacted with them at some point or the other. We have Ayokunle Ojo, who is Director, Corporate Sales Head at Citi Nigeria. Michael Aima, CFA. He's Head FX Trading and Derivative Sales and Trading at First Bank Group. There is Olani Ogunbayo, CFA, Managing Director, Affinity Capital Management Limited, and Banji Fentola, who is Head of Finance and Treasury at the Africa Finance Corporation. These are our founders, right? Why New Frontiers? Why New Frontiers? Why are we here helping? Why are we interested in having this session tonight? Number one of the biggest strengths New Frontiers Learning Center is a world-class faculty of leading industry professionals that we have. We've also gathered more than a decade of experience and leadership in this market. New Frontiers leads this market, this space of providing CFA education to candidates in Nigeria, especially. Scholarships, discounts, and special offers occur. It looks like every single year we increase the number of scholarships that we have. This year, this May and August class that you guys are starting tomorrow, I've actually had the highest number of scholars since inception in one single program. I mean, probably in an entire year. So we have that in scholarships, discounts, and special offers because we understand the market, we understand the needs of the people, and we do not want anybody to miss out for lack of funds or resources. Thank you, Lawrence. I got that. Classes, there are class assignments, there are monthly tests, and there are mock exams to reinforce the classes. So it's not enough to attend lectures, it's not enough to read. Solving questions, answering, taking assignments, asking questions in class. Monthly tests are ways through which we reinforce the learnings that you have in class just to prepare you for the exams. We have a no pass, no pay policy. Of course, terms and conditions apply. If you've done every single thing we've asked you to do, and you've written the mock exam and you've passed at our threshold, and you do not still pass the exams, you can come back with your data and compare with our data, and we'll give you what we have in our no pass, no pay policy. We also have candidate support. A lot of students have started out their careers at New Frontiers, found jobs at New Frontiers, and that's because we lead this space. Organizations in the finance industry know that there is a school like New Frontiers, and so they reach out to us many times before they reach out to any other person and say, hey, we know you guys prepare people for these exams, you probably would have the best guys. Can you shortlist people? Can you ask them to apply to this role and all that and all that? And because your faculty members, your teachers are leaders in the industry, they would always know when there are needs, to plug in someone somewhere and all that. So not to talk of candidates who are seniors as well, who you're sitting in class with and taking lectures with, forming study groups with, and being under the same mentor with. I've not even talked about our mentorship program, where when you join New Frontiers Learning Center, you are assigned to a mentor who walks you through your journey, your CFA journey, not just for level 1, for level 2, for level 3. It can help you with whatever you're struggling with. You're struggling with combining work and the exams, struggling with combining family with the exams, having difficulty in major topic areas. We are one learning center that I know that you have access to phone numbers of all faculty members, and you can buzz them at any single time. Say, I was in your class last week, or I wasn't around, I saw the video, I don't understand this particular concept. Our teachers are under obligation to respond to you, and they always do, right? They always do. This is another review. Temi Busari is non-executive director at Chipper Cash, CFA charter holder, says I enrolled for CFA exams as a biological sciences graduate. I think tonight is for non-finance folks, just to rest and be sure that you are at the right place. So you can imagine the burden of transitioning to learning about treasury bonds and derivatives. Looking back now, I could not have done it without the support and commitment of the instructors. They are unrivaled in teaching the curriculum and set the stage for my rewarding career. Right? Now, what program fits you? We have all kinds of programs at the New Frontiers Learning Center. Just to be sure that you can still hear me and to be sure that you're still following, let me see your comments on the chat saying, I can hear you, we're following, we understand. I just need to be sure that I'm not talking away, especially now that I can only see a few of you. And you can unmute and say, yes, we're following, we're good, continue.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm good.
Fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm following.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. It's good to know. So we have various programs at New Frontiers Learning Center, right? We have a regular program, which most people know about. We have an intensive program, and we have an executive program. Now, this program runs both as live programs and as self-paced programs, right? Live programs in the sense that you can be in class physically or call in virtually as at the time of the class. I believe some of you have received the timetables for lectures. You received timetable for lectures, and you know right now what the weekend is going to look like. You have the full weekend already. From day one, week ground running. It's a full weekend already, right? For those who haven't enrolled or registered, you need to register tonight so that also you can get the timetable be added to the class WhatsApp group where you get all the communications, and you can join in from there. I also want to say at this point that if you know anybody who should actually be on this call and isn't, please just do them a favor by sending them the link to this session. Okay, so a regular intensive program could be live, could be self-paced. So you could call into any of these classes live or on a self-paced note where you can access classes that have been recorded, and then you, at your own pace, just follow through, right? That's what it means. So you can attend a class live physically or virtual or remotely, or on a self-paced basis where you're saying, okay, I'm unable to attend class this weekend, I have to be at work, or this and this and this. You will have missed nothing, unlike it was before now. And you don't need to pay any extra. You have access to self-paced resources, just like you do, you have access to live. And for those who have accessed it live, you have access to it on a self-paced basis as well. So even though you were there when the class was live, you need time to go look at it one more time. You need to clarify certain things. You need it for revision. It will be there for you to access, right? At no extra fee to you. Okay. Sorry, my slides. Okay, good. So this is a regular program. This is how the regular program looks like, right? So on the regular program, for 16 weekends, starting from tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays inclusive. Of course, during the public holidays, we work it out. So somebody's already saying, what's going to happen at Easter? Don't worry, Easter will take care of itself. We just take one of the extra days. So your Friday, your Saturday, for example, goes to class, and Monday, so you can go relax with family on Sunday or something like that. That's typically how we work it out. So we'll work it out and we'll carry you along as regards that, where we need to have a conversation about it. But typically we go all in 16 weekends starting from tomorrow till the end of April, just before the May exams, we'll be in class every single weekend. Friday evenings from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The Friday evening programs are mostly virtual because we know you're going to have a full lockdown from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. We think that is wiser for you to be at the comfort of your home, attend the classes, and it's mostly text-based classes. By that, I mean not calculation-based, where you need it, where you understand. So it's mostly text-based subjects that happen at that time, right? So 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Fridays, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. with 15 minutes break in between every 2 hours. You get 15 minutes break every 2 hours. And then there is a major 1 hour break at the middle of the day, right? For lunch and for you to just relax or take a walk, or stretch your feet, or interact with folks and all of that. Then, of course, lecture notes. You get lecture notes from faculty, right, to boost whatever material you already have. You have mock exams and tests. You have the hybrid. We also have it in hybrid mode, of course, physical and online. You have access to class recordings, like I've said, whether you attended live or not, you have access to class recordings to prepare you for your exams. And of course, the invaluable, the priceless community and networks that the New Frontiers family boasts about. Once a New Frontier, you will always be a New Frontier, like we say. So you would have access to candidates, you have access to faculty members, and like one of my friends puts it, says achievements are good, but relationships are better. And trust me, relationships are better. You'll do a whole lot more just by joining the right association of people. And preparing for this exam in the midst of people who have the same vision with you will help you prepare, and be your best. So that's that about the regular program. And then I move to the intensive program, where you, for 14 days, 14 solid days just before the exams, we have a complete lockdown, both physically and remotely. From Monday to Sunday, 14 solid days, from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., you're going to have one of the best brains teaching you each of the 10 topic areas, right? Showing you the quick tips, showing you the secrets to passing the exams. And this is for folks who say, I can't dedicate 16 weekends, but I can get 2 weeks of leave from work, or I can get 2 weeks of my time and just come to New Frontiers every single day, use the library, attend classes, fully solve questions, knock out, come with my own challenges, address naughty areas with faculty and with other candidates, and just lock down, right? So intensive practice questions, lecture notes as well, mock exams. It's a hybrid nature, physical and virtual. You can do from anywhere, you can attend from anywhere in the world. And of course, even after your 2 weeks, you will still have access to those class recordings just to prepare you for your exams. And of course, community and networking, priceless. And our third channel is the executive channel. These folks are people who say, I want a lot of flexibility. I want length of time. And they're saying, for 6 months, weekend classes only, 6 months, at a timetable that is agreed with faculty, right? Because we have longer time, we can actually have this flexibility. I'm saying I'm interested in the executive program. Of course, all the other things, physical, hybrid, you discuss this with your faculty. This one is purely, what I typically do at the executive program is to advise an ideal start and an ideal finish date. We don't interfere with your program. Your faculty and yourself agree on the times that work, irrespective of the time zones that you are in, and you work out something for yourselves, right? And you're ready to smash the exams. Of course, lecture notes, mock exams, typical of our standard. Of course, you'll be networking with industry leaders at that level, and you'll get an executive startup pack. Okay, I hope you're not bored with my rambling. So let's go here. So here is our calendar for 2023, right? So in January, there is a regular program that's the one starting tomorrow, starting tonight with this welcome event. Classes will begin on the 14th, which is typically tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. New Frontiers Learning Center. All road leads to New Frontier Learning Center tomorrow, virtually and physically. Level 1, Level 2 regular classes will hold from January to April. Now you see that the executive program starts in February, and concludes in July, 6 months for preparation for the exam. So if you are going into the executive program, you should be looking either at the August or November exams, right? For you to take the exams. That's the ideal exam for that route. But for the January to April exams, we'll cater for May and August folks. So folks who want to write May and August exams, then this class starting tomorrow till April is your class, whether you are in level 1 or in level 2, right? For those who will be writing in August and in May, of course, the access to the recordings and materials will be there. You will have access to faculty. You can buzz them at any time and ask about knotty areas where you're struggling. Not to talk about the other programs that we have for you during the course of the program as well. And so level 3, we'll have just one stream of level 3 this year, and that will be from April to July. So if you know anybody writing the level 3 exams, they would come in April to July for their own 16 weekends. That's the regular program for level 3. And of course, level 1 and 2, the next time we'll have this kind of program we're having for you is going to be in July, and it's going to run till August for the November, and February exam candidates, right? That's typically the timetable. Now, if you look at the bottom of this, just here, you would see, just a minute. Okay, so you would see the intensive program happening in April, right? Then you will see that's for level 1 and 2. That's 2 weeks before the end of May. 14 weekends is going to happen in the month of April. That lockdown program I told you about. There is the intensive program for level 3 is going to happen in July. And of course, for the last set, they will have their own intensive program happen in October, right? So this is the calendar, and you can get this on all our social media handles. Actually, I'm sure if you checked on LinkedIn, where we are really pretty much strong, you'll have found this there. Okay, so Folakemi, this is Folakemi's story. Folakemi was actually a student in November, and I remembered where we just a minute, please. Where we had a conversation, and she went on Google. This is one of our Google reviews. I'm sure you must have made your research and checked out Google reviews and LinkedIn reviews before attending this session tonight. Folakemi says, I was initially overwhelmed by the volume required to be covered. New Frontiers made the entire process easy. The teachers are very patient and ensure that they carry everyone along. They are available to answer questions even outside class. And I'm very big on this, you see, because this is one of the biggest things. I've seen someone pass his level 2 exam, for example, and he had just about 3 months. And he told me that during that period, he was involved in another program and it was work. And the reason why he was able to succeed that much was because he was able to just reach out to faculty outside the 4 walls of class. In fact, when he eventually passed his level 3 exams, and we had a celebration party for level 3 exams, like we'll be having for you in your own time as well, by the grace of God. He said, what he said, it was that at that party that he was meeting many of the faculty members for the very first time. For the very, very first time, right? And nobody had ever said, oh, because you are not a student or whatever, you can't come and ask us questions and all that, right? So that's it. So they are available to answer questions even outside class. That's the teachers. Says the admin staff are also very helpful. They listen and provide suggestions on how to make the process easy. We will be interacting with you. I'm sure Obafemi must have been interacting with you and Mr. Isiaka as well. I also work with them, and we will be interacting with you to know how you're faring during the program. We always say what we believe strongly is that it's only in that exam hall that we can help you. But right here, we can give you every single thing you need to succeed. And so we always advise that you interact with us. Issues should be nipped at the bud. Let's know what struggle you have and how we can help you succeed in the program. All right. And so if you're going to reach us, just like I'm sure you must have been doing, Obafemi is on this number and Mr. Isiaka is also on this number on your screen. You could take a screenshot and just reach out to them tonight, tomorrow, especially if you have not yet registered and they need to sign you up tonight. Of course, visit newfrontierslearning.com to enroll, or just call out on these people. If you're going to be joining Classroom, then you should be making calls, not perhaps necessarily going online as it were. But again, this is how you can reach us. And of course, you follow us on LinkedIn at New Frontiers Learning Center as well, right? So that's about everything around my presentation. So this is where I get to take your questions and we'll make a conclusion. All right, so okay, so I'll just go to the chat box, and if you would like to speak, you could please raise your hands. We'll unmute you. Somebody needs to mute. Sorry, there's a noise in your background. Okay, thank you for muting. So if you need to speak, you could just raise your hands, ensure that the noise in your background is minimal, then we can take it. But in the meantime, if you have questions, you can also drop them in the chat. So you could either unmute yourself to speak after having raised your hands, or you, okay, so I'll take you, Lawrence, I'll take Emmanuel, but just let me start with the questions in the chat. Then I'll just go from the chat to you, then back like that, right? Thank you, everyone. So I'm here to get the timetable. Dele Oyinbo. Okay, so have you registered? Have you been added to the WhatsApp group? If you have not been added to the WhatsApp group, then there's no way you'll be able to get the timetable. I'm sure everyone who has registered has gotten the timetable, because I'm also on that group and I've seen quite a number. Emmanuel says no timetable yet. Dele and Emmanuel. Okay, so Dele and Emmanuel, please, you would, Obafemi, I'm sure you have taken note of them, Dele and Emmanuel. So confirm that they have registered and they have enrolled, right? It's one thing to register, it's another thing to enroll. Confirm their full enrollment, then please add them to the group. Or guys, you could just pick up these numbers, Obafemi or Mr. Isiaka, and Dele Emmanuel, they will be able to help you. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so Charles Nkocha says, can people in the regular program log into the intensive program? So you're already in the regular program. As a matter of fact, your regular program will still continue during the intensive program. Right, so those 2 weeks, they overlap with your program. And I like to say that you receive the full meal for 16 weekends if you're in the regular program. So why run after the intensive program, right? But again, if you think that you need the intensive program, access to the intensive program at a token, I'm sure the team can make it available to you. That's on a self-paced basis right now, right? Okay. Charles, I hope I answered your question. Please, if you are not satisfied with my response, please, can you reach me? Yes, Richard says, can they be reached via WhatsApp? Absolutely. These are their WhatsApp contacts. So Obafemi and Mr. Isiaka can be reached on these WhatsApp contacts. Thank you very much, Richard. Charles Nkocha, is the intensive program, no, I just answered that. Intensive program is not a subset of the regular program. It's an entire program on its own. It's reaching a different market of guys who say, I can't be around for 16 weekends. I've been doing my personal study, but I'm coming for a full lockdown for 14 solid days, physically or virtually, or a mix of both, as you like, right? Okay, someone asked if you can, okay, that's fine. No details for registration and enrollment. Please, could you go through that again? Oh, Chinwe, hi. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, go to www.newfrontierslearning.com/enroll, and that's this website. That's where you can register on. However, if this inquiry you are making is about classes tomorrow, I advise that you place a call or send a chat to Obafemi or Mr. Isiaka tonight, right? So that's not delayed, because we have tons and tons of people registering on those forms. So if you want instant answers tonight, please just go through this channel of sending a chat or placing a call to Obafemi and Isiaka. Okay, that's fine. So Lawrence says timetable also. Please, I sorry about that, Lawrence. Please, you could please reach out to Obafemi and Mr. Isiaka, and they will help you, right? They will help you. Okay, so you have your hands raised. Let me take you, and I'll come back to the questions in chat box. Hi, Emmanuel, you have your hands raised. Can you unmute yourself?
Thank you very much for I need to confirm.
I can hardly hear you, Emmanuel. Good evening.
Good evening, Ayokunle. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for the lectures, right?
Thank you for choosing New Frontiers. No, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned in your presentation earlier that level 1 regular programs run from January to April, and those writing the August window and as well as the May window, we are only entitled to recordings. Does it now mean that for this particular period of time, there won't be any lectures in the venue? Or I need clarification on that, please.
Okay, so I didn't say you will only have access to recordings. That's not true. You need to please kindly pay attention to my specific words. So I guess you misunderstood me there. So this is the timetable, right? When are you writing the exam, sir? That's Emmanuel. Are you still on the call? August, sir. That's fine. So if you're writing the August exam, you have a double chance in the sense that you are preparing with the May candidates. We can't, our model can't take classes for February, classes for May, classes for August, classes for November. And we see we've done this, it works. People succeeded. People succeeded. A lot of people called me yesterday. Results for level 1 was out yesterday. And a lot of people have passed and they have reached out to me, right, about their success. So this works. In fact, for you writing in August, it's a double bonus for you. So you attend classes from January to April, right? And that's for your, so just before the May exams, for those who have May exams, the classes will end in April. And for you who have August exams, the live classes will also end in April. But you see, from April through May to June to July, till you write your exams in August, you have access to all the classes you have attended before. So minimum, you're just by attending classes on the regular, the one that starts tomorrow, and then watching those videos again, you already covered the curriculum twice. That is minus your personal study and all that. Do you understand what I said, sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so thank you very much. So January to April classes will cater for the
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry, I think we lost Kunle, and we will be back up soon. It's just network. But we'll be back. So please, you can keep putting your questions in the chat box, and we'll take them. Okay, so I think I'll just go ahead with the questions. The last question was addressing, I think that was from Emmanuel. So Emmanuel, are you okay? Or do you still need further clarification? I think he was done addressing Emmanuel's question.
Yes, fine now. Thanks for asking.
All right, thank you. So let me take the questions in the chat box. Let me see where it stopped. All right. Okay, so Inda says, I just joined the group. I haven't seen the timetable. Okay. Every message that was sent before you join the group chat will be resent. So that's not to worry. Okay, what's the time frame NF would recommend under normal circumstances? Can anyone without prior finance background join the class and be ready to sit for the exams by May? Right. Okay. So Stanley. Yeah. Okay. That's Stanley. If you were with us at the beginning of the webinar, you would notice that Sorry, please give me a moment. I need to pick. All right. So if you notice at the beginning, I'm back to the question. If you notice at the beginning of the webinar, we had different reviews. That's where from the first review that was shared was from a microbiologist graduate. I think the second one was from also a biology graduate. So first thing to know is your lack of a finance background is not a problem at New Frontiers or for the CFA in general. You are in the right place and in the right program, even though you do not have a finance background, right? But as
Yes,
regards the frame that we would recommend, I would say that it all comes down to knowing yourself, right? How well or how fast do you believe you'll be able to pattern? Right? So we have a good number of people that have done it in the heat of the program. So they take classes from January to April, and then by May they want to take the exams because they do not want too much of a gap between when they've taken classes and when they just go for the exams. But there are some other people that want to have that time frame to be able to still go back and revise all the things they've learned by the months. And so they will probably take classes from January to April and then take their exams in August. But taking it in May or August is not what guarantees you passing. It's you being sincere to yourself and just knowing that, okay, this is how I work better, right? So, but as from the part of New Frontier, whatever support you need will be given to you. Obviously, you will not be the only one taking your exams in May or in August. So you already have a community and a support group that you'll be working with. You even have people that are just like you. And that's one of the advantages of taking classes. You have people that are just like you and, they without finance backgrounds and, taking the exams. So really the most important part is knowing what works for you. But from our point, we will always do whatever we can to assist you. But not having a finance background is not a limitation at all. It's not a limitation at all. If you can pay attention in class, we also have best practices that we've shared, meet tutors after class and do all that is needed and be sincere with yourself. It's not a spoon feeding program, right? Give it the work it deserves. You will definitely be set to pass, but it really largely depends on you. So Stanley, I hope that is okay.
Yes, sorry, can I ask a question?
Okay. But sorry, just hold on. I'll take your question in makeup. Okay, so I think Mr. Yakune is back on, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I think he's off again. All right, so Mr. Emeka, you were going to ask a question. I'm believing it's as regards what I just addressed.
Well, it's kind of yes, but I mean, I don't know if I should call that a protest or what. Okay, so I'm looking at writing my exams in. Sorry about my voice. I'm a bit under the weather. Okay, so I'm looking at writing my exams in August, level 1. Okay, so this period for me between now and May is tight on a lot of things in the office, a lot of trips and all that. So I'm not gonna be chanced to be able to attend classes and pay all attention and all that. Okay, probably that's even the reason why I moved my exams to August, so I could have enough time to finish what I have to do within the first quarter and a little into second quarter of 2023 to enable me, sit down, prepare for this exam. Of course, this it's not a child's play. Okay, so I want it to adequately prepare. So, but when I hear that there is no other class again other than this, and even if I have to join the second class that starts around May or so or June, I just barely will have about 1 or 2 months to the August exams, and it's not just working for me now to join January till May. So I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
concern. No, I know
Yeah.
Ayokunle, probably somebody explained to somebody that look, oh, it's even advantageous to you. Join our class from now till May. Still continue to enjoy our resources until you write your exams in August. Oh, you have double access, double faculty, and all that. But I mean, that's for somebody who has time to do classes from January to May. I don't have that time, and I would also want to do the exams. The exams are so expensive. Yeah, if you compare that to our dollar and naira to dollar now, I mean, so you just don't want to joke with it. You want to put in your very best to ensure you pass it at one shot. I don't know if you get me. So that's my
Yes, I
concern.
do.
Very honest
All right.
concern.
Yes, it's a very legitimate one, Mr. Emeka. This is one concern we get a lot from candidates, right? But here's the thing: as much as we want to support as many people as we can, we cannot overstretch our faculty. We have this exam running 4 times in the year, and if we decide to run classes for every single diet, we will be overstretching our faculty and we will not be efficient, right? So what we had to do is, pick one and just say, if you can make it for the May, or just take the November, or, if you're writing August, attend classes for the May. If you are writing February, attend classes for the November, because there's really no way we will be able to stretch our faculty to cover classes for the 4 different diets. It's really, really going to tell on them, because these people, as much as they are volunteering, that's what we like to call it at New Frontiers, right? They are volunteering at the school, and they have other things they are doing. They have their normal full-time jobs, right? So if you push us to that limit, right, you would have classes, but you will not have efficient classes, right? So that is why we have different programs for different situations, and you just really have to, if you want, sometimes if you want, the best of the best, you want to get them, we also have to, play to their tune. If we want this best faculty, you just have to do what works, and so you just have to find a way. In one of our programs, we have the executive, the intensive, or even just the self-paced, right, where you can just study at your own pace, right? So that is why we have these different options. But trust me, we've looked at this particular scenario. We've even tried at some points to see how we can run it. We made a lot of investment into it, but this is, as far as time goes right now, this is currently the best program you get, right? So I really, really understand the dilemma you might have with work and all that, but this is currently what we'll be able to. Okay, I hope.
Thank you very much, Obafemi.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Sorry, the internet knocked me out, but again, I was so sure that you guys are in good company. Obafemi is the boss, so I work for him, right? So he's better at these things. He understands you guys more than myself. So I meant to talking about probably somebody had asked about why we don't have classes February, May, August, November.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be extremely inefficient. Trust me, it will be. We have data that shows it will never work. It won't work. It won't work. And that's big. It's a trade-off, right? So if you want just any teacher, maybe that will work. But if you want industry leaders, I know. And New Frontiers, we don't compromise on faculty. Industry leaders. Industry leaders. You must have been a charter holder. You must be an industry leader, like an industry leader. So you attend classes. Yeah. So you attend classes, and the person teaching you. Somebody was saying something?
Yeah, it's me. It's Isiaka.
Oh, so, I'm Isiaka. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Mr. Isiaka is our esteemed registrar. We call him our vice chancellor. As a matter of fact, he's older than any of us on this job, so he understands the things more. So yeah, and he's just corroborating what I'm saying. It's industry leaders. We will not even allow just anybody. So the moment, so that is, I think again, like I always ask students, and I'll say, okay, so what does that do to you? So what will you now do yourself? If we have to make the classes, put the classes at February, May, just to be at your doorstep like that. So that absolves you of every responsibility to plan. You get what I'm saying? And really think through. It's just like work. You don't necessarily go to work and say, Yes, you can negotiate the terms of your contract, but again, if work needs to be done, it needs to be done. You understand what I'm saying? And trust me, this one is in your best interest. This method is absolutely in your best interest. Okay, so I see Omobabiri Adeola Oshideko. Your hands are up. Have you been attended to, or are you able to unmute yourself now?
I'm still here. Good evening.
Good evening, Adeola. How are you today? Can I call you Adeola?
Yes, please, you can.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry, I joined late, so I missed some of the earlier information because I think the time difference played a trick on me. I'm
sorry.
speaking from Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh, sorry, Adeola.
My case is kind of peculiar, and that is why I want to ask this question.
Please go ahead.
I want to write the level 1 exam.
Okay.
A friend gave me the contact of New Frontiers that I should contact you. So
Thank you.
I will not be available physically.
Yeah, that's fine.
I live in Cote d'Ivoire, and
Absolutely.
I want to join the virtual class.
Absolutely.
So I want to know because I see that part of the timetable, there will still be physical classes, an hybrid system, sort of. But I don't mind coming to Nigeria, maybe to come and spend 1 month and attend physical classes, then come back. So I don't know how can my schedule fit in so that I can start planning.
Okay, thank you very much, Adeola. Let me give you a story that actually happened in school. So we wrapped up classes for the November diet. We had a student who was going to be writing his exam in February. Godwin was going to be writing his exam in February. Godwin had to relocate from Port Harcourt to Lagos. Are you familiar with Nigeria?
I'm a Nigerian. I work in Cote d'Ivoire. That is
excellent.
Why I'm here.
Excellent. So Godwin moved from Port Harcourt to Nigeria, and Godwin has family, right? I'm sorry, from Port Harcourt to Lagos, just so you could focus on these classes. He told me that the classes were the reasons why he even applied for a transfer at his Port Harcourt office to be moved to Lagos. Now he's in Lagos without family and he's preparing for the exams, and he's had a very good experience. And while he's in Lagos, because he's involved in some other programs and work as well, there are days when he can't make it to school. And in the comfort of his house or at the office, is attending the class virtually. In fact, I must say to you, Obafemi can attest to this, and Mr. Isiaka as well. And if there's anybody on this call who has been a student at New Frontiers before, they will tell you that the voices of our virtual students are louder than the voices of students in attendance. That's because we prepared for that. We don't want a situation where you cannot be heard. So for somebody who is physically around, even if you are not heard, you can pull the faculty member, the teacher, by his shirt and say, hey, I'm talking, they are not responding. But someone who is remote doesn't have that capacity. So what we've created, the moment you cough, the whole class shivers, right? So it caters away. So Godwin has moved to Lagos, and he told me that he wished he never took that transfer from work because he found out that it was the same experience, virtually or physically. Now, having said that, there are people who have a preference, who have a bias for physical classes or have a bias for online classes. New Frontier still caters for you. So if you plan at some point to come to Nigeria to attend physical classes, beautiful, Adeola will be ready for you. And my advice would just be enroll in school, start the classes tomorrow, attend virtually, see how it looks like. If you get the same experience, I don't want you to move and then wish you didn't move. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
The class now, so is it going to be, as the class is holding in Nigeria, I'll be having access to it, or is it going to be recorded
Absolutely.
or something?
No, so like I said, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Isiaka. Yeah. So Mr. You can answer that, Mr. Isiaka, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Madam Adeola, it's live class. Even if you are in Canada, you attend the class real time. There may be time difference, so you need to just find the time difference and be at par with us in Nigeria. That's just it. But like he has said,
that's fine,
yeah, like he has said, the experience is the same. You won't miss anything.
Okay,
thank you so much, Mr. Isiaka. And one other thing that I need to add, Adeola, is that you can, even after you've attended the classes, If for any reason work or you just slept off, your alarm went off and you just missed it, you missed your alarm, the classes will be there on the learning management system. It's not a Zoom class. It's an entire learning management system that is like an archive of every single class you have attended. We have mock exams there, all right, that you can play with. We have an entire class. So if you missed a class, don't worry, it's there. In fact, if you attended the class and you want to revisit it, it's there for you at no extra cost. Do you understand? Yes.
Okay, that's great then. Thank you very much.
That's fine. No worries at all. And if you ever have any challenge, these numbers don't just exist. They exist for you to reach out to us, WhatsApp, phone calls, send an email. Our turnaround time is 48 hours max, but we listen to every single person, right? There are issues, but like I always tell people, the question is, did we do anything about them? And the answer has always been yes, 100% of the time. So if there are issues, just reach out to us. We are more than willing to support you on this journey to succeed, right?
All right.
Thank you very much, Adiola. Okay, I see Andrew Ajao, I see your answer up. I don't know if I still have those messages in the chat. Guys, if I did not take your question in the chat initially, please, I apologize. You might need to resend them because I can only see 2. I see VF saying, I must have missed it. What's the program's pass rate? So the CFA Institute doesn't allow us to disclose our pass rate, but we've been doing this for 13 years. We lead this market. Do you understand? And people, and there are testimonies. The Google reviews are there. Get on LinkedIn, you will see what people have said, independent of us. We don't have a hand in these things. You get what I'm saying? And their contacts are there. You can call them to verify. You know, you said the exam was this, how was it, you know, or send them an email or something. So it's fine. VF, does that answer your question? But whether I can disclose pass rate is, we are not allowed, as it is today, the CFA Institute doesn't allow us to disclose pass rates. I'm coming, Andrew, just a minute. I see one more. Domain says, good evening, how effective are virtual classes? I intend to participate online 100%. Absolutely, Domain. If you're in the country, you could bump in once in a while, but trust me, it's the same experience. Absolutely effective. You have everything you need on that learning management system. Oluwafisayo, thank you guys. I can see your messages coming back right in. Oluwafisayo says, please guys, if I responded to your question and you are comfortable, please just drop a yes or something so I will know that you're satisfied. VFD, man, please. Oluwafisayo says, if I make payment tonight, will I be able to access the virtual? Absolutely. Make payments tonight. You will be enrolled immediately. Mr. Isaka, do they need to do anything when they make payments tonight? Do they need to send you a receipt or something? What do they need to do?
Yes.
Okay, please guide them. Tell them what to do.
Yeah, once you make your payment, once you do the transfer, just chat me up with the receipt so that we can take it up and get to your, especially if you're a virtual student, you need to get your money across to us. We confirm and we'll detail you with the login details to the LMS, and yeah, you'll be on tomorrow morning with the class. Good. Also, good. We can add you up to the group and you get the timetable.
Thank you, sir.
Also
thank you very much, sir.
You can also DM me. You can also DM me. If you DM me, I'll send the timetable to you if you missed it on the group.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Isaka. So, Mr. Isaka ensures that we have a very beautiful experience at New Frontiers. He's been a registrar for a long time and it's been a significant part of the success of many candidates, right? So, yeah, so Oluwafisayo, I think we have answered you, and that goes for everybody as well. Will there be lectures on election Saturdays in February? There's only one election Saturday in February. I have data to confirm that, and there is one in March. And to be honest, when you start tomorrow is your first class, and you will see the intensity. Believe me, dear Dele, you wouldn't be asking this question by then. There will be. So I understand you need to perform your civic duties, but to be honest, the elections will come and go. You need to pass this exam. We are not just taking money from people. We have a record that we protect. In fact, I used to say, if you know you come and fail this program, or you will not come and give it your best, don't come yet. When you are mentally ready, then you can come. You get what I'm saying? Because we have a standard that we protect. We have we have records of people that have passed, industry leaders, and we do not intend to water that down, because if people who are unprepared, who are unwilling to put in the effort come in, for example, you could water down our pass rates, right? But again, that's not the situation here. If there should be lectures on those days, and you are able to go perform your civic duties and come back to join the classes or watch the recordings, right? And that's because we need to consider this, that even though, we have a significant number of our faculty in Nigeria, but the truth also is that many of our faculty members and students are also not in Nigeria. So it's a global school right now. It's not necessarily a Nigerian school anymore. It's not a Nigerian school anymore. It's a global school right now. So we'll see what we can do. But the moment we have an LMS that solves this problem. So whether you are at the polling unit, the moment you are done, just know you have to. In fact, at the polling unit, while you are not voting, your ears can be plugged with your earpods and you're attending your classes on your mobile. If you want, that's if you are not getting into discussions about a Milocon or obedient or articulate. That's just on a very lighter note, right? All right. And again, it's just 1 week. I'm aware that it's only one Friday, one Saturday in February, right? And just one Saturday in March for the elections. I initially thought it was more than one Saturday. So do not worry, we'll work things out. Okay, thank you, VF. Yes, it does. Leap of faith approach. The main, yes, question well answered. Thank you. Okay, let me jump to Andrew. Andrew's hand has been raised for a long time. I'll take Andrew now. Come back to you, Chinwe, on the chat. Keep dropping your chat. I see it. We'll attend to every question. Please don't worry. Hi, Andrew Ajo. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Ayo, and thank you for your time. I'm seriously considering the CFA Level 2 exam after procrastinating for some time. And part of the considerations is joining a learning center like New Frontiers. Okay, however, I'm 6 hours behind Nigeria.
Excellent.
The time difference is one constraint that I've been thinking of in my head on how I hope to overcome it, given that I also have some other commitments here.
Yes.
So I don't know if I can appeal to you, if it's possible for me to experience maybe just one section of your class tomorrow, so I can make my final decision.
Okay, so that won't be a problem. I could make a concession for you, but in terms of time difference, 2 things solve this thing. In fact, I can tell you your answer right away. You have no fears. The LMS caters for you in terms of there will be recordings for sessions that you missed. And for the time differences, we have students from Hong Kong right now. I don't know how many hours time difference it is. We've had students from the UK, students from America, students from Canada consistently, year in, year out, right? So your story is not going to be different. In fact, we have twin brothers who were writing the exams. I think from Canada, Mr. Esiaka?
From UK.
From UK, and they both passed. Yes. Right? Am I correct? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's not a difficult thing, Andrew. So I could make the concession for you. Again, reach out to Bafemi and Mr. Isiaka to help you with whatever you need tonight. But honestly, you will always have access to class. Then, apart from the recordings, in case you miss due to time difference, and also knowing that it's not going to be a whole lot, by the time you get into it, you'll be able to work out 1 or 2, things for yourself to see how you can join live. But even if you join the recordings, I think that one of the biggest things that New Frontiers offer is the access to faculty 247. I'm aware of a case where a student and one of our faculty members had met on the plane, just traveling for work, I think at Heathrow Airport, and for the entire flight, they were solving CFA questions to Nigeria. I'm aware of cases where a faculty member for work had traveled out of the country and gave a student a particular time, didn't even mind time zones, and he got there, opened his iPad and began to teach the candidates. It's when you won't understand it until you join. The level of selflessness that goes on at New Frontiers. And that's what we sell. That's what we sell. I am confident that you will not find a group of highly intelligent people, same number in the same place at the same time. It's going to be difficult to find that number, and that are equally selfless. I told you, the vision of starting NF 13 years ago was born out of the compelling desire to help every single candidate in Nigeria and globally now pass their exams, right? And they had no reasons to. They've written their exams with little or no support. They are now seniors. Sometimes I usually wonder, how do you still have time to come to class? But they have vowed to turn into reality the dream of every single candidate in this country and say, we will ensure that they succeed. We have the models to make it work. We've done this with about 3,000 people, and we are going to support more. Do you understand, Andrew? Are you satisfied? If you're still there.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. So please reach out to Obafemi or Mr. Isaka this very night. Let them see how they can sort you out. But trust me, Andrew, if I were you, I'll just enroll straight. You don't have anything to worry about. But it's cool to test the waters if you want. Even if that means checking one of the previous classes we've had, even before now, because we have a lot of archives you can want to check as well. So Obafemi and Mr. Isaka, please help note down Andrew. Andrew, please reach out to them tonight, right? So that they can, if possible, reach out to them now so they can start attending to you. Emmanuel.
I'll do that.
Thank you very much, Andrew. I look forward to seeing you in class. All right. So, hi, Emmanuel. Let me take you. Then Emeka. Then I see Lawrence. Man, it's quite a night. This session was supposed to be a 90-minute session, but I'll take your questions.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much. Thanks for having me here.
That's fine, Emmanuel.
So my question is for, I think someone was mentioning after payment, you get to have login details and get added to a group. I've paid a while ago and I'm yet to get these things, and I'm just maybe
okay.
That's something.
We sincerely apologize about that. So the WhatsApp group was set up this week. When you say a while ago, you mean 2023 or 2022? Did you make a payment this year or last year, Emmanuel?
That would be last year, yeah, December.
Oh, okay. We apologize. We were also closed for a session. We went to meet our family, right? To go and enjoy Christmas a little bit.
Sure.
So, yeah, and trust me, even through Christmas, we were still working. Every single person on this team was still working because we were getting ready for you guys. It's usually a lot to, usually a whole lot to ensure that we give you the best learning experience. So many people on this call have not even rested at all. In fact, I'm doing this call out of leave, right? But I have to do tonight. So please forgive us. Apologies. That's on me. Kindly send a chat quickly to Obafemi or Mr. Isaka and let them just clarify and add you quickly. And please, when you reach out to them, please reach out to them with a preferred phone number and email address so that they can just sign you up immediately. Or in fact, they could have signed you up, and what you just need to do is to go check your spam emails for a message from our tech guys. But please reach out to Emmanuel. Please reach out to Obafemi. The contact, I assume that you can see the contact on your screen right now, right? Or Mr. Isaka, and they will help you right away. Emmanuel, are you satisfied? Hi, Emmanuel, are you satisfied? You're muted. Okay, I think.
Yes, yeah, I was trying to unmute. I got to something. Yeah, I'm okay now. I'll reach out to Isaka.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you should do it right away, so you can be sorted. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Hi, Emeka. Good evening. I'll take you, then I'll jump back to, then I'll take Lawrence, then jump back to.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Emeka.
Yeah, I asked a question actually while you were away. Okay, so it's a follow-up to that. Maybe I could bring you to speed. So I was like, I'm going to have very strong engagements, tight engagements in the first quarter and probably the first 2 months of the second quarter. And I'm preparing because of that engagement. I know I wouldn't be 100% available for classes and all that, regardless of the fact is an LMS and it's recorded. I mean, there's nothing like being in the live class. Ask live questions and flow with the class, flow with the trend. Okay, yeah. So I did mention that I'm planning to take my exams in November. Okay, sorry, in August. Sorry, in August. So, but I realized with your timetable, you just have what you're doing from February till about April for the May guys, and you don't have any other one until I think May or so, June. You have another one June, but of course, if I decide to join by June, when I know I'll have time, I only have 2 months or so into the program before the exams for August. So your colleague kind of explained, the reasons why where you're doing what you're doing, stretching faculties, you can't be available for all streams and all that, which is clearly understood. Okay, so but you also keep mentioning about intensity and intensity and intensity. So just like the last guy said, the guy from the US, I think so. Can I have like a one-day access probably on Sunday? Let me even see what intensity you're referring to is. Let me probably see if it's what I think I may have to combine with what I'm doing now till probably around April or so of this year, or just probably hang on until your next session, and that might make me write my exams in November or thereabout or something. So
okay.
I just need to have access for maybe probably on Sunday.
Okay, Emeka.
For a few hours, and let me see how it goes and understand what you mean by intensity and see if I can manage. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so you want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
This weekend is not enough to show you the intensity. And I want to tell you something straight away. As someone who has been doing this for a while, as a team of people who are professionals in this space, let me advise you candidly. The CFA exam is a jealous lover. If you are going to be busy for the entire first quarter and the first 2 months in the second quarter, see, we are not greedy people. I think you should hold on, sir, and come and enroll for the exams in November. There's no need for any access. You see, because the team right now is currently overwhelmed, right? Meeting all these needs. I only made an exception for the last person, and that was because of time zone issues. You get what I'm saying? But intensity, for lack of a better word, Emeka, it's crazy. CFA is a jealous lover. If you want to have those 3 letters behind your name, you're going to put in the work. So the only thing I can offer you, whenever you want, you enroll in class. If during those periods that you are busy, you can join in, even if not the entire period, you can choose to join in, right? And when you join in, you know that you cover up with recordings. And the biggest thing that I don't want anybody on this call to miss out tonight is the 24/7 access to our faculty that you have. Don't forget that. Many people have succeeded by reaching out directly to faculty outside the 4 walls. See, the things that happen within the 4 walls of this program is exciting, but what is more exciting is the bonds and the contact that you make with our faculties. They are subject matter experts. They will break these things down, explain it the best way you can. And when you are not satisfied, you can escalate to us. We'll reach out. There are seniors, they are in levels. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if it is intensity, access to this weekend will not solve it, sir. CFA is a jealous lover. You need to make up your mind about what you want now. If you enroll now, we will continue the class as is at our own level of intensity. You will dial in at your own plan, but you are the one who knows you want to write an exam. And you begin to prepare what we have. Our recordings will be there like you never missed a single day of class, and there will be access to our faculties till you write your exam, sir.
Okay,
that's what I can guarantee you.
Okay, so maybe I don't know if I need to probably call Bafemi or somebody after this call. Now,
yes, sir.
I need clarity also on the. I know there's a self-paced one. The regular.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. There's a regular. There's an executive. What's the third one? Another one.
Yes, sir. The executive program.
No, there's a
intensive.
There's regular. There's regular.
Intensive and executive, right?
Okay. So the executive runs for how long? 6 months, right?
6 months, yeah.
Okay, for all levels, regardless, any level.
Yes, yes.
Okay. The intensive, how many months does that run for?
It's just 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
So can this whole curriculum be covered that period?
So the class for 2 weeks is not for somebody who has not read now. The intensive program is a lockdown for someone who has been reading but needs a mentor's touch.
Okay.
A mentor's touch to show them, hey, yes, you've read everything, but see, this is what the questions are. This is what to look out for. This is what to answer. This, and put you through. And it's intense. It's lockdown. It's as intensive as his name is. It's truly intensive.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's for someone who has been studying, right? Who has put in all the hours well over time and can come for 14 days. Right. So please reach out to Bafemi and let him help you with whatever your needs are. We are happy to help.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hi, Lawrence. Good evening. I'll take Lawrence and I'll jump back to the chat. Hi, Lawrence. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Lawrence. How are you today?
I'm not bad. Thank you so much. So I'm one of the beneficiaries of the scholarship. Thank you so much to you and the faculty for choosing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I'm not in the country. I'm dialing from the UK.
That's fine.
So my one question is, you particularly about the 24 hours access to faculty.
Yep.
You know, are you saying for someone like me now who has sort of doing my own personal study? So if I have questions what has not been taught, can I reach out to the faculties?
Yes, you can. That's what I am saying.
So I'm saying, so example, let me say for economics now, and when my timetable, what I'm having issues or questions with is in week 5 and we're in week 2. Can I reach out to the person and ask, bros, I beg you, this is week 5 because I know you're about to get to that place. Can you please let me throw light to these gray areas?
Yes, call them first. Let the man decline or let him accept. But reach out to him first. And we even want you to be ahead of the class. That's what we want you to do. That's our goal anyway. But at least ask him first, let him decline. But I've not heard of anybody ask a question in New Frontiers and they decline. We take it very seriously. In fact, if that happens, you need to escalate to me immediately. Or escalate to any member of the team, Obafemi or Mr. Isaka, immediately. Right?
And then second one, your last one would be for the yes, I've just joined the WhatsApp group tonight.
Yes, sir.
The LMS login details I wasn't received, and I'm sure I'm starting the class tomorrow.
Okay, sir. So I'm sure that for everyone who is joining, I can see some people just joined even right now. I'm sure that it's going to be a very busy night for our team, and we'll help everybody sort out. So please watch out for it, but nobody will be left out. In fact, till tomorrow, even tomorrow morning, if you have any struggles, that's why I advise, if you haven't signed in or haven't tested, again, that's why we usually advise that people shouldn't wait till this time, but we understand that you are busy and there's a lot going on in your lives. Please, if you have to, even by tomorrow, make your call. We will attend to it in the morning, just before classes, right? And somebody will set you up. But tonight is the best time. They will attend to you, give you all that you need, right, to make it happen. Obafemi, I also think that you can send a DM, guys, for the new guys that are just joined, because I see you are still adding people and you have to repeat everything. Maybe you can send a DM of everything to every new person that joins if it works. Otherwise, you just keep repeating like you have done. It's no problem at all.
All right, thank you.
Lawrence, are you fine?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I look forward to seeing you in class and welcoming you to level 2. Right?
Level 1, actually, but then level 2.
I know. I said welcoming you to level 2 when you have passed. Right?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Hi, Chinwe. I was going to read your questions, but now your answer raised. So please let me have you. Hi. Good evening, Chinwe.
Okay, good evening. I was raising my hand in protest because you were taking so long.
I apologize. I apologize.
No, it's all right. Well done. So if we want, perchance, because of time and the work schedule, we want to join the executive class. I noticed that it takes 6 months till the first test. And so if I extrapolate that means I'll be doing CFA for 2 years of my life. So how long would it take? What's the premium tenor over the regular class? Because it's not something I don't want this consuming my life for 2 years. So to take the decision between the regular and the executive, I wanted to know what the time difference would be.
Okay, so if you look at the executive clearly, it's not 2 years, it's 3 years. And that is if you pass at one sitting. So, Victor, please, you need to mute Victor Nakanda, please. Please mute. Obafemi, please, could you mute any other person apart from Chinwe right now? Thank you. Or make me co-host. I could just do it if you can't find it. Thank you. Okay, Chinwe. So Chinwe, if you look at it very well, you find out that there's only one executive program now. So if you are going the executive route, you will need 3 years. As it is right now. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's a very long time.
Exactly.
That's a long time. What if if I join the executive and I feel that I'm ready to take an exam earlier? Is that possible?
Absolutely. So the beautiful thing about the executive program is for people who want high flexibility. And high flexibility could mean expanded time. It could mean shrunk time, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's typically we advise a start and end date with faculty and then you move on. But I also must say, this is full disclosure. The executive program is dependent on, there is a minimum number for us to give you a beautiful class experience. And so if, for example, you are able to join the regular program, right? And you can join right now, make your payment to join the regular classes. If by February 1, we are sure that there will be an executive class because we have met the minimum quota that will help us create the lively class experience that you will have both for faculty and yourself, then we can easily move you to executive program. You get what I'm saying? And say, okay, whatever you have done in January is fine. Just come, it's February now, come and start your executive program and pay just the difference between the regular and executive program, and you can move on. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's full disclosure. Yeah. There is a minimum number that is required to have the kind of experience and to deliver the kind of value that we are promising our candidates. And honestly, if we do not reach it, I will be unable to launch an executive class for your set. So this is full disclosure from my end. But if you say, I'll come to regular class with the mindset of, I will take this regular program and get into the program. If the executive program happens, then I will switch and pay the difference. But if it doesn't switch, I'll be comfortable continuing. Then class starts tomorrow for the May and August exam. You should reach out to Obafemi tonight so they can set you up immediately.
Okay. All right, thank you. But you've answered my question. 3 years. No.
That's what
but the regular program is like 1.5 years, right?
Well, again, these things are not set in stone. The 3 years on the executive program can change. Can change because I could run more than one executive program in a year now, right? If I look at it and I'm able to do it January to July, February to July, then I can pick another one from July to November or something. That can happen. That's one possibility. Another possibility is that, Chinwe, the CFA exams is not 1+1 like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm only telling you that what I'm assuring you is right now, if you think about it in light of this timetable, there will be 3 executive classes. Now, whether you pass at one sitting, because there is the work we do, we have a model that works, right? But we don't write the exams for students. And so there is a student factor. Do you understand what I'm saying? By the time you are done, you will know that there is nothing that New Frontiers needed to have done that we didn't offer to you. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Do you understand? You're muted.
Yeah, I get you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just so you can, I'm giving this full disclosure that it doesn't become a case of, oh, you told me to take 3 years. No, there's nothing automatic about CFA exams, to be honest. Right? It's the way it works. There is your part, there is our part. But our part has worked for the last 13 years. And we're confident that it will keep working. Do you understand? Are you satisfied?
So in summary, your path is 3 years minimum. But I mean, with my resolve and determination, I can do it in less, or I can do it in more, depending on how it works out.
Executive program. If I'm going to run if I am going to run an executive program, I have for each level, considering you as a student, you will require 3 executive programs if you are an executive student, right? Who wants to attend executive program? What I'm saying is that based on this timetable you are looking at, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, I am.
Good. Now, based on this timetable you are looking at, if I run an executive program, then you will need at least 3 executive programs to get up on level 1, level 2, level 3. That's not to talk about the outcome of your exams, whether you've done your part. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are you doing? Reaching out to Obafemi or Ms. Kaisaka, right?
Yes, I will. Their numbers have been busy, but I will reach out now.
So you could just chat. You could just drop a WhatsApp message. You could just do WhatsApp messages. You don't have to.
Have you seen Augusta's email? Augusta's email.
Hey, somebody needs to be muted, please, guys. All right, so Chinwe, you can. So if anybody is on the call, Chinwe and everyone, you don't have to wait till the lines are free for a call. You could just.
Hey, well, you're in a noisy place, so
they will attend to you. Correct? Abafam, please. I know you are busy, but if you can help mute, or just give me co-hosting rights. Just give me co-hosting rights so I can mute. I think I found the person. Oh, I assume so. Okay. So I've not seen any other hands raised, so I'll just go to the chat box. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. I see you muted everyone. So let's go back. So let me go back to this. Okay, Chinwe, I've taken your question already. I was going to take your question next. Then I'll move to the next one. Just a minute. Okay, Jumoke Oladeji, what time to what time are the classes? Oh, okay. So Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Fridays at 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Right? We always keep Fridays at virtual classes as much as possible, so you don't have to move around, knowing that Saturday and Sunday are full days. Saturday and Sundays, 9 a.m. till 8:30 p.m. As I speak, the timetable is ready. If you have made your payments and you have been registered, tonight you will get your own copy of the timetable and you can join the classes. Trust me, it's intense. So if you are starting, there's no better time to start than now. Right? Good. So Jumoke, I don't know if I answered your question. You could just say yes or no. So 5:30 p.m. I'm sorry, 6:30 p.m. on Fridays. Mostly virtual classes are not calculation based like we like to call them. They are text driven. So, but they're exciting and wonderful classes. Then Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and public holidays as well. It's that intent, right?
Okay, so 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, and Fridays 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. You missed out that. Did you get that?
Yeah. Friday you said 6:30 to 8:30 p.m.
Yes, that will be mostly remote, right? And both days will still be remote, virtual and physical. Okay. All right, Jumoke. Have you registered? Have you?
Yes, I'm registered.
Oh, okay, good. You're already on the WhatsApp group, right?
I will join tomorrow. I have a problem with my phone.
Sorry. Okay, so that's it. Right. Take care. Look forward to seeing you in class. Okay. Hi, Blessing Adekola. Blessing says, please, can NF assist with where to get the specified calculator for the exam and also for the goals of the classes? Okay, good. So we used to be at the forefront of importing these calculators into Nigeria, but you all know how the FX have moved back and forth. So you don't want somebody placing an order for the calculator when it is 5,000 naira. Hypothesis, so it's not 5,000 naira. Hypothetical case. When it's 5,000 naira, and they come tomorrow and we have placed the orders, it's been shipped in, and now we are paying whatever it is, and it costs about 50,000 naira, right? So, but we have people who have been able to manage. There are people who have been able to manage this FX thing. They have done it excellently well. Just come to school, we will assist you and refer you to them, and they will get you. They will deliver even to you, or they will mostly deliver to you. If you want to pick up, then fine, but I don't think you will have the time to pick up if you are at work, if you have to go to class and go to work and all that. But we'll resolve these issues for you very, very easily. Right. Blessing, is that cool?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Have you registered?
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Oh, great, Blessing. See you tomorrow and come with all the blessings, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So Oyindamola says, now I am in. I am in with this your smiley. I don't know what this smiley means, something different from. Okay, now I am odd or something. Okay, Oyindamola, you have to tell me what that is. Okay, Emmanuel, I've attended to you.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hi, Oyindamola.
How I'm scared. Now I'm scared. When you said CFA is a justice lover and you have to give you everything it takes.
My dear, you would succeed.
Amen.
We have a model that works, right?
Amen.
To be honest with you, there's no better place where you get the kind of support that you get from New Frontiers Learning Center. It's more than a tuition center. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. We are not a tuition house. We are never a tuition house. We provide unusual support. I mean, the kind of support you probably have never seen an educational institution provide to anybody. We are as much into the exams as much as you are.
Wow.
So if that's what you're looking for, then it's New Frontiers. You get what I'm saying? I know there are a lot of people out there who say they will help you and do this and do that, but I'm telling you, you will not find the level of support you find from New Frontiers anywhere else in the world. And I say that as someone who has written the CFA exam before myself. Anywhere else in the world.
Thank you very much.
Categorical. Yes.
Thank you for the reassurance.
So, yeah, that's fine. So just do your part. Do your part. We're ready for you. Have you registered? And right?
Yes.
Are you registered? Okay, good.
Yes.
All right then. So yeah, so that's fine. So welcome to class and let's nail this. Okay, Emmanuel, I've attended to you. VF, please could you provide information on payment for the who you are yet to enroll or pay? Okay, that's very easy. Just place a call to these numbers or send a chat. They will tell you what to do, supply the bank details. But if you want, you can also visit this link, newfrontierslearning.com/enroll. You'll find the place where you can make, you'll find the payment details there, the bank details and all that. And if what you're asking is for me to type here, Mr. Ishiaka. Mr. Seka, are you still there, please? Hello, Mr. Seka, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please, are you able to type in this comment, in this chat box, the New Frontiers bank details for the bank so that someone like VF can pick it up from there or any other person?
Sorry.
What is the learning platform, please? Moodle. Could you share more on that? Don't worry. The learning management system, we've done a video for navigation. Somebody will share, somebody will show you. You would have a recording that shows you how to navigate the LMS. I advise that you check it and that you sign into class early tomorrow morning so that if you're having issues, our team will set you off. Don't worry. You'll be fully supported. We'll be there with you. All right? Stanley, I hope that helps. G. Benga says, thank you for this live. Oh, thank you, Agbinonsi. That's nice. And there's going to be a whole lot of live sessions that we'll do for you guys. Thank you from Andrew. Hami says, hello. Any advice for us doing August exams on how to continue after? Absolutely. You have everything. So if it were you, how will you handle it? Simple. You attend the lectures, attend the classes. We tell guys writing the August exams, attend the classes like you're writing the May exams, right? What that does is that you have twice the time to prepare as an August candidate for someone who has the, how do I call it? For someone who is writing the May exams, right? So what should you do? Build networks in class, form study groups, take all our tests, take our mock exams. There are about 10, when you split it into morning and evening, 10 mock exams, samples on our LMS, for example. There will be tests that will be conducted. There will be mock exams that you write. Attend the classes, watch the recordings, meet with people, and buzz our faculty. Buzz our faculty. You won't find that privilege easily anywhere. Most times what you find in one place is one person teaching all the courses. But here we insist on subject matter experts. They are all charter holders. They've taken all the exams. They've passed everything. They know all the subjects, but they are now specialized in one area, with some of them with industry experience, global industry experience, robust knowledge that will benefit you, right? So, Hami, I hope I've been able to help. Hami, are you satisfied with that? Please let me know.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, that works. Are you registered already?
No, but that's because there's an issue. I think it's true, Obafemi. I'm talking to him. There's an issue with him, like providing a way that I.
Okay, are you the USD? You were the one trying to make a USD payment.
Exactly.
Don't worry, we'll resolve that. We'll resolve that. It will just send you a message now.
Okay, thank you.
In fact, your case was the only one I mentioned before this class started, before this session started. So it's been resolved.
Yeah, I had the issue with time difference. I didn't know you had started already.
No, don't worry. We'll resolve. We'll resolve it already.
And I'm sorry, I dropped that question in the group chat. I don't know if you want to wait till then or.
I will get there.
Okay.
Okay.
No
okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask me since you're here.
Okay. I was just confused by this executive and regular program. I didn't see those two differences on the website, so I'm trying to understand what's that. Like, what's the difference?
Okay, so that's fine. So the regular program, as you would see, just a minute. So the regular program happens for 16 weekends, right? If you have made any payment right now, it must have been for this regular program. It's for 16 weekends, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and public holidays, like I've been saying since. That's the timing for Friday and Saturdays. Lecture notes, mock exams, everything, access to faculty, everything is there, right? Then there's the executive program. The executive program takes 6 months. High flexibility, networking with industry leaders. You have the best of brains teaching in class at your own pace, in your own time, working out with your time. It costs more, but it's highly flexible. And it takes more time because it allows you to absorb so much within the time period, all that you need to pass the exam, right? So what typically students do, because it's a February thing, if you're going to take part in executive, you need to give your word to Obafemi that you're interested in the executive and that you're going to join. It will give you the fees, tell you how to pay, and it will set you up for it. However, you are advised to join the January classes going on right now, which is the regular program. You join that class so that if in February we can't run an executive class because there is a minimum number required to create the kind of class experience that we need for both the candidates and the faculty. So that if we meet that, then you just pot from the January class and move into the February class for your 6 months program, and then you just pay the difference, the exact difference, right? Otherwise, you stick with your January class. If we are not running an executive program, you just stick with your January class and you finish through till April, right? And if you are writing August, you have access to the recordings, to mock exams, to faculty, to every resource we have, to the friends we have made in class, to the support system, till, what do we call it now? Till August when you write your exams. Are you good, Ami?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, then.
So I'm sorry, I just want to say something. So basically, the executive one is not guaranteed that it's going to happen yet. Basically, that's what it is, right?
Yeah. However, we know people want it. We know people need it. So we are ready to deliver. We are set up to deliver. But you need to get back to us now and say, I am joining the executive program, but I'm starting January. But I'm just helping and saying, see, if you know that, yes, you love it, but you can't, and we can't meet them, and because it's candidates that need to meet the minimum number, not me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're the one who needs to meet the minimum number for a robust learning experience. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Exactly. So it's pretty much in the hands of candidates, not mine. You understand? So I've created the environment, I've created the program. You just need to know. We just need to know, you just need to make us know that this is exactly what you need. This will meet your needs. I can afford the fees. And then you pay what you can only for January. Then by then, if we have the numbers met, if I will let you know long before February that, hey, we will start or we wouldn't, then you zero your mind and you move on. But I don't want you to miss out on classes starting tomorrow if that's what you will eventually sit for. Anyway, are you good?
And yes, I'm sorry, one last question. And this executive one, the 6 months versus the basic, the 4 or 3 months, it's still going to cover everything?
Absolutely. 6 months. This is more than enough time now. Even 16 weeks. Even 16
no,
weekends.
No, what I'm saying is the 4 months covers everything. So what's
yes, now. It's just the intensity.
What's the point of creating this executive one exactly? I'm just trying to understand.
Flexibility. It offers flexibility.
Not just weekend classes, just like the 4 months one. 4 months one is weekend classes too.
Yes.
So what flexibility is creating?
It's not so you can decide with faculty. You want them to teach you during the week, and it works for them and yourself. That's how much flexibility. But it's 6 months duration essentially, right? And you are going to be working with it. You are going to be networking with industry leaders. You understand what I'm saying? There are people who actually need it. People have reached out to us that they need it. But my own is, I've created the environment. You just need to prove to me that you have enough people that need it. Do you understand? So Ami, you don't have to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But yeah, I was just trying to understand it, but it's still kind of confusing to me, but it's all good. It's fine. Thank you for trying to explain.
Yeah. So it's flexibility again.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, please.
So the executive program is actually for people that are so busy that they don't really have time to come to class. like the regular ones that they will have to come every weekend. But for executive, the flexibility there is that they come, agree with the teachers. This is when we can come for classes. This is when we cannot come for classes. That's the flexibility. They largely determine their timetable. You like this weekend now, we have our timetable for this weekend for the regular class, which we must follow. But we won't have timetable for the executive class. They largely determine what they want to do. That's the flexibility it's talking about. So at the end of the day, it takes more time. So what we are saying is that if you look at the timetable now, in a weekend, there are 16 hours of lectures or 18 hours of lecture, 9 periods of 2 hours, 18 hours. But for the executive class, we have pegged it to be 10 hours, at max 10 hours. So that now counts for the difference of the time that you have. Instead of 4 months, you now have 6 months. Do you get? If you're having just 8 hours or 10 hours of classes in executive class, and in the regular class, you're having 18 hours. That accounts for the difference in the time to conclude the classes. Did you get it now?
Yeah, that makes sense. But
okay,
that makes sense. But this executive class is a group class. So when you say it's flexible, how do everybody come together to decide that, oh, we want this day, we don't want this day? Does that make sense?
Yes, that's how we think it should be. But in reality, it might not be like that when you get to the class. It might not suit everybody. So, but
the
teachers determines it. So that's how we think it should work, so that you have the flexibility. But in a weekend, you must have 10 hours of classes. At least 10 hours.
Even 8 hours will suffice.
8 hours.
Even 8 hours will suffice.
So that's the condition there. You must have 8 hours of classes in a weekend. So it's now what the other thing that comes in now is that you have it on Saturday. You can tell the teacher, oh, we are not available on Saturday. Oh, all of us are available. Most of us will be available on Sunday. And again, you might not be there too if you don't have time to come on both days. It's still a hybrid. Are you getting it? It is still hybrid. So you can be in school taking your classes. You can also be if you want to be at home or anywhere or at a party, you want to take your class. You have to attend a wedding and you want to also attend the class. So you can do both. Does that make sense?
So, Hami, are you satisfied?
Yes, thank you for your time.
Let's be like this.
Just to add to it, sir.
Lawrence, okay.
When you say a teacher, do you mean one faculty is who is dedicated for the executive class?
No, that's not possible. We don't do that at New Frontiers. That's what people do outside. We don't do that. That's not our style. That's what they do in other places. We don't do that. Even the people who are global, who say they are global based in America, in the Western world, and they are popular on these things. Many times it's one person teaching all the 10 subjects across all levels. No, we don't do that. I said clearly on this call that we insist on subject matter experts. Everyone has CFA charter holders, but they have all moved out. Some are working with fixed income. They've been doing it for 10 years. Some have been trading derivatives for the last 15, 20 years. Some have been working in portfolio management for this. Some have been in financial reporting for this. Those are the kind of subject matter experts. Some are CFOs of this, some are CFOs of that, some are this. That's how we have done our faculty. When you experience it, you will know. Are you satisfied, Lawrence? Okay. So I'll move on.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Ami, the class dynamic will eventually work out. You just need to join the class. See, the executive, the people who need the executive programs, they know themselves. Somebody's probably in Manchester at the time of the class. Somebody at the next time they are fixing is probably in Uganda. The other one is in Kenya, in Nairobi. People are saying, I mean, even in program, Mr. Asaka, do you remember the days we used to have teachers that say, some students that bring teachers to come and teach them on Thursdays or Wednesday evenings. You know, those kind of, there is that level of flexibility, and there is extreme support. You get what I'm saying? Right. So don't worry, the team dynamics will eventually pan out when the classes, but that's the
price this though, since it's not on the website.
What did you say?
How do we know the price for this executive?
Reach out to any of our people, Obafemi or Mr. Seka, and they will tell you.
Okay, I just found it interesting because it kind of lines up onto the August exam, which is when I'm taking mine. So I was really trying to understand.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. No worries at all. Thank you. So, okay, so Oyinda Mola and Ayofe had asked for how to access the scholarship opportunity. The scholarship opportunity is no longer open though. We've given out more scholarships this year than the history of this school. So the next scholarship will be for folks who are coming to write, who we are catering for by July. You didn't apply now. We opened it. In fact, Obafemi, are you there? I'm sure Obafemi left it open for a very long time. Even his closing date, he left it open at his closing date. Obafemi, am I correct? There were people you interview.
Yes. I tried to apply very late. You
apply. Good. So exactly. And I'm sure even when you apply very late, you were not too sure whether you get the scholarship. So yeah, but yet you got it. So that's it. All right. So the scholarships have closed until the next diet in July. Victor Nakanda, how can I still join classes if I'm planning to write the November exam? So yeah, you can join. Just call any of the numbers. Again, Bafemi and Mr. Iseka, they will help you and set you up immediately. It's not a problem at all. That's why we are here. Victor, is that fine? Okay, I'm about to be through executive and regular. Okay. The calculator is on Jumia. Yes, Charles Onkocha says that. So you could buy from Jumia. Payment details. Hi, Adiola. Have you been sorted out? If you look at the bottom of this chat, I'm sure it's been dropped. Hi, Adiola. Asking for payment details. Have you found
I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it.
Thank
I've
you.
screenshotted it. Thank you. I'll make payments right away.
Yes, ma'am, that's fine. Any recommendations for third-party study resources, please? Well, they're always out there. There are 1,000, there's a ton of them out there, right? But we stay away from recommendations, and that's because you need to do your due diligence and find what works for you, right? We will give you what we think you need to succeed in terms of the curriculum. You have the curriculum, you have classes. After every lecture, you ask faculty, they will send you the lecture notes. You have access to lecture notes as it is, they will give it to you. Their own lecture notes, right, that they have prepared by themselves and they've been using to help students in the last 13 years, upgraded and updated with the recent changes in the curriculum, right? So that's that about that, Lawrence. Okay, Love is saying hi, Mr. Isiaka. So I don't know, hi, Love, you want to say something to Mr. Isiaka? Please let me know. The bank details are there, Mr. Isiaka. I've put it, Stanley is clear. Bank details are there. Will you be late to join the class at Mountain for May Level 2 exam? Well, no, but for me, I hit the ground running. Usually before now, in many cases, in many places, their first week might just be an introductory class. In fact, this welcome thing can be happening tomorrow. They'll say, okay, guys, just come tomorrow and let's talk and let's gist. But no, at New Frontiers, we hit the ground running. If you have seen the timetable for tomorrow, hey, is there anybody on this call who has seen the timetable for tomorrow? So that it won't just look like I'm just talking.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? How friendly is it?
Friendly.
Right. How intense is it?
Very intense.
It's just what it is. Let's get into it and let's start. So if you want to join the May Level 2 classes, you can. You can right now. It won't be late to join. I don't know. It depends on you. But by the end of the month, if what you mean by the end of the month is, this is the week of the 14th, there's the week of the 21st, and there's the week of the 28th. If what you mean is to join the week of the 28th, then you only have 2 weekend backlogs, which you can cover up with the what do we call it? With the LMS anyway. So Matthias, are you there? Is that fine? So you can actually still join. In fact, we have students that still join up to what week, Mr. Isiaka? Obafemi, Mr. Isiaka, is anyone there?
Okay. Yeah, up to the 4th week or 5th week.
So students join up to the 4th or 5th week, but for us, we just like to hit the ground running, right? So Matthias, are you there?
We don't really encourage that anyway.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Okay, so have you registered?
The reason I'm asking if I could join month end is the possibility of making payment at month end.
Okay, so call Obafemi or Mr. Isaka. If it is about money, we might be able to work something out for you. So you don't go and sentence yourself to whatever without speaking to us. Do you understand, Matthias? Are you there?
Yes, I'll call either of them.
Please speak to us. Let's see what is possible. Let's see what is possible. We do our best to stick with one installment, or sometimes a 2 installment or whatever. We can work something, but we really don't. We can work something out. We are here. We support students. That's what we do. We support candidates like no other. That's what we do. So just reach out to us. But please don't take the decision of just staying away and you are now struggling to catch up. It won't help you and it won't help us, even if you have all the money by then. Do you understand?
All right, that's fine.
At the end of the day, we want students that pass. Right? So I'll be watching out for you and your results. I won't give you a concession or you come and give me story at the end of the day. You must pass. Matthias, are you there?
I'm here. Thanks so much.
You didn't tell me yes or no whether you pass now.
I surely will pass.
So I can't give you concession and you will not pass. Otherwise, I'll come and drag you out of the class.
All right. Great.
Okay, good. Thank you, Matthias. So please reach out to Obafemi or Mr. Isaka tonight via a chat or a call. They've noted your name now, so they will understand when you talk to them. Okay. Oinda Mola, I didn't see it now. You saying, do you assist with CFA scholarship application? East? No, we don't touch CFA Institute. We're independent of them and they are independent of us. So you have to apply for your scholarships. We have candidates who have applied and they all, in fact, we have quite a number who got the Access Scholarship last year. In fact, some got the Access Scholarship and still got New Frontier Scholarship again for the tuition. So please,
I'm one person that got New Frontier denied me scholarship.
Sir, what did you say, Matthias?
I got CFA scholarship and New Frontiers denied me their scholarship.
Oh, we are sorry. But Lawrence, I'm looking at you side by side. Your icons are side by side. And Lawrence, I mean, don't worry, just manage the CFA state scholarship. There's a good reason.
So I got a good reason. Scholarship and New Frontier denied me scholarship as well too.
Oh, sorry, Mika. The funny thing is people are revolving around the same. Your icons are around the same panel on my screen. We are so sorry about that. Trust me, we gave out more scholarships this year than any other year in the inception of this school. And this is just January. I have data. You can come and check to verify what I'm saying. So if you didn't get the scholarship, please bear with us. It means someone else got it. Just be happy for them. Don't worry. I should even tell you, do you know students have reached out to us and said they want to support other students who can't pay for their exams. So I really hope that that's what you should be gunning for, that you'll be at a point where you can actually support other candidates like yourself, with this. And that's possible. Before the end of your program here, you can land a good job. Your career can take a different turn. I know people who said that it was what they learned in class that earned them their job at interviews. I know at least 2 people who have said that they could vibrate. And this is in the last maybe 1 year I'm talking about, not to talk of the other years. There are a lot of people who it is what they've picked up in class that has helped them, to pick up their career, as it were. Not to talk of the relationships that they have built with people and can say, okay, I know this person, there's an opportunity somewhere, blah, 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 right? So that's, please just bear with us. Okay, when is the start date for application of scholarship and close for the 2 diets? Emeka is already asking for the start date of scholarship. So close date for this diet should end latest by the 1st of May, right? The ongoing diet, because of your May, for folks who have to write May, we need to get out of your way in time to have at least 2 weekends to revise, or 2 weeks to revise, 2 full weeks to revise. That's the period when people take leave from work and just focus on what they have to do. But start date for application of scholarship. I think the application of scholarship would be scholarship for the November, February exam. So, and that class starts in July. I think maybe somewhere around May or something. Obafemi would follow us on LinkedIn. You will get all these details as the time comes, right? I'm sure Obafemi is attending to a lot of students. I know we have to answer, but Obafemi, if you have the answer, please just unmute yourself and talk. It will be good to know the start date for the application. Somebody wants to go and apply right now. Emeka, am I correct?
Yes, I'm
good. Yeah. So yeah. So okay. Desmond says people like me got both scholarships. So yeah, that verifies what I was saying. Thank you guys. You've been quite an engaging audience. And if anybody, okay, Demola, your hands are up. Okay, that's probably going to be the last one for tonight. You all need to get a good night's sleep and get ready for not just for tomorrow, but for the rest of your life, because the rest of your life is going to be the best of your life with these decisions you have made, right? Yeah. So, hi, Demola.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Thanks a lot for the question.
You're welcome, sir.
So I think the question I have is really a minor issue.
Okay, sir.
I intend to commence classes tomorrow as well for level 2. But I just noticed that my financial calculator for level 1, I just dusted it off a couple of weeks ago and I noticed a couple of buttons were not functioning properly. So I don't know if you probably have any contacts that could potentially help out with that, or if there was something that could be done.
Okay, and that's a problem. I mean, it's part of the selflessness. So just reach out to Mr. Isiaka, send him a direct message. You can see his contact, right?
Yeah.
Just send him a chat.
Yeah,
just send him a chat and reach out to him and help him.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
If no other person is raising their hands, then this will be a good time to call it an evening, and you start getting ready for the rest of your life. I'm confident that this decision you're making is the very best. I must say that this video will be ready immediately after this call on YouTube. You would have it there live. Please send the link to somebody. Please go rewatch it if you need to watch it again. We have other resources on youtube.com/New Frontiers Learning Center, right? youtube.com/New Frontiers Learning Center. So please check out our videos. There are materials there. There are resources there. And we're going to have a whole lot for you during the course of this year, which we are going to unfold. There's what we call crackdown. We'll bring the subject matter expert to tell you what to pay attention to on one subject area, like this. We just did for the public for free. There is Let's Talk Level 1, where we bring people who have passed level 1 and level 2 and level 3, and they tell you their secrets of how they actually passed it, right? And it's also good that you check. We have these recordings on youtube.com/New Frontiers Learning Center. Get on these things. There are resources. I mean, how to get prepared for exams, how to get yourself ready mentally, health-wise, how to make sure that your body can take the work, the intensity of work that is coming, and get yourself positioned. And please, whatever you do, please do not keep quiet. We have a feedback system for every week. Very simple thing. Tell us what worked this week, what didn't work, and what we can do to help. Just 3 lines. Tell us what worked, what didn't work, and it's going to be there. You are going to have the link shared on your WhatsApp group after every weekend, right? After weekend of classes. Oh, there was an issue with this class. There was this. Let us know immediately. It does you no good to be telling me if you are not satisfied with the quality of service 8 weeks into the program or 12 weeks into the program when you have 16 weekends, right? So please, there is a weekly feedback system that works. Tell us what works. Tell us what we've done well. Tell us what we've done that isn't working well, and tell us what we can do better. We'll solve the problems for you, right? We take feedback seriously, and you will find out as you work with us. You've been a highly engaging audience, and I'm confident that you guys are all going to succeed. I look forward to helping you and supporting you on your journey to earning the CFA charter. And I'm assuring you that you made a very great decision tonight, and we're excited to we're still looking forward to having every one of you. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been a very fruitful and engaging session.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Japhet. Thanks, Japhet. Thank you. Okay, so please, the numbers are up just so you can pick it up and reach out to them if you haven't. Please do so tonight. We need to get you ready for classes tomorrow. There's a whole lot to be done. And please have a good night's sleep in preparation for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Ayo. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Thank you,
night,
guys.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you too. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, so Bafemi, you can take your screen. Thank you very much.
New Frontiers Learning is the #1 tuition center for the CFA exams in Nigeria. Our founders went through their CFA journey with little or no support of any kind. However, they vowed to turn into reality the dream of every FA candidate earning the CFA charter, irrespective of their backgrounds, finance and non-finance alike. It is this commitment to support our candidates that influences our engagement of a world-class faculty, partnerships, scholarship and discount offers, our online learning management system, and so much more. Our clients' outstanding results across all levels of the exams every year attest to the quality of our top-notch physical and online program in the last 10 years. That's right, we have been impacting the industry for 10 years and have supported about 2,500 professionals in that time space. Register with New Frontiers Learning today.